Hello everyone and welcome to a garden railway update. Now yes, it has been far too long since we've been out here, isn't it? Mainly because the weather here in the UK has been absolutely rubbish. Up until fairly recently, as you can see by how bright it is out here, it's actually 23 degrees, something like that here in Wales today, so I thought it's about time we got out in the garden to have a look around, and that's what we're going to do today. There has been some progress fairly recently, so I'm going to show you the progress that has happened here. Unfortunately, we won't be running any trains in today's video because the line is not connected, but you can see how much nicer the railway looks in the summertime with all the plants. This is the sort of sharp curve, so we've put it in a tunnel so you can't see the trains using the sharp curve, and the line goes up this fence line all the way, as you can see, past the maple tree, and you've got the pond just up there. So we'll take you to have a look at the the work that's been going on, shall we? So this is the opposite side of the garden where I've showed you in previous episodes and where the trains are running. So here we go then. This will be where the line is going to go. See that following that curve there? This is recently done by my dad, the track bed, only in the last couple of days. So this here, we thought we are going to go for a sort of an abandoned railway or old railway, so that we'll be cutting the sleepers off this piece of track and making it look sort of overgrown and everything like it used to go that way. I thought that'd be a nice feature on a garden railway. I've not really seen that very often. If we just go in a bit closer, I bought this yesterday from MIB Models. It's a private owner wagon from the Gloucester area. With this railway, I'm going to try and keep the wagons as local as I can, and Gloucester is not a massive distance from me here in South Wales. So that's the plan for that. There'll be no point work in here. The track will just curve around this track bed, as you can see there. So if we spin around, the new footpath to the top of the garden is here, being currently worked on, and you can see the track bed all the way up this side of the garden. It kind of ends just up there, but I'll take you for a closer look up that way. And here we go. This is where the footpath will cross the railway. There won't be any fancy crossings or like anything like that, but you can see the curve of the track. We got to get more track, by the way. It's on order from MIB Models. And then we come up this end where the other piece of track is. Nice gentle curve there. And then we got more rockwork. There is a tunnel there. Believe it or not, that's for our cat, because our cat seems to like going under the fence there, so we thought we'd make a tunnel for her to go in and out of the garden still. Now you can see where the track bed ends there at the moment. Now this piece of wood here is twisted. Yeah, it's been sitting in the garden too long, and as you probably can tell, you can see the pattern of the G-gauge line still on it. Yeah, it's part of the G-gauge, believe it or not. So we might have to replace that, or just put something rather heavy on it to make it go back to the shape it should be. Whether that'll work, don't know. It might. So we're towards the end of the garden. Now there's the end of it, and you can see where it's got, oh, gone a bit blurry there, sorry about that. And you can see where it's got to come round a nice curve. So that's the last bit of the track bed that has to be done. I think our cat just turned up. I think if we just, yep, she has. This is our cat, by the way. She has literally just come through that tunnel. Typical I wasn't pointing the camera that way. Ah, well. So this is how it's going. My dad been nice and busy out here. So, yeah, really good that he's been doing this. We are going to have a station platform. Now, I'm thinking at the moment it's going to run down this edge here. So we'll have a simulated road coming over and the platform going along there. So what do you guys think of that? I think that will look rather good, don't you? And then obviously all on the top there, we might put a couple of houses or a farm building just to make it look nice, and obviously then planting as well. So yeah, we have been fairly busy out here. Still obviously loads to do, and I can't wait to get the trains running a full loop around this railway. That really will be exciting. And so there we go, that was the update on the Garden Railway. And yet again, I'm sat here on my outdoor sofa. We got to make the most of the weather in this country, because as you know, if you live here, we really don't get much of this. You can just see that way, the blue sky up in the corner of the screen there. That is what we want more of, isn't it? It really is. So thank you very much for joining me here out in the garden for a Garden Railway update. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, all this has been filmed on a phone. Yeah, the last couple of videos actually have been, because my current phone, which is one of the new really good Google phones, is actually better quality than my video camera. What's going on there? We might have to get a new video camera. What are you guys' thoughts on that? I might, or just use my phone. Seems to do a really good job, to be honest. So yeah, put in the comment sections, let me know your thoughts on the Garden Railway, and I do need to come up with a proper name for it, and don't just call it the Garden Railway. See if you can come up with any suggestions, and definitely not Garden Railway McFace or something silly like that. You know what I mean. So yeah, once again, thank you very much for joining me here out in the garden. I'll be back with loads more railway content for you in the garden, up at Jubilee Road, which is currently up that way, and on location. There's still on location videos on the way. So that's it from me. Bye everyone.